What was the moment you realized everyone at school was in danger? The bell had just rung, signaling the start of our history test, when suddenly the loudspeaker crackled to life. A voice I didn't recognize screamed, "Lockdown, lockdown." This is not a drill, I repeat. This is not a drill. My classmates and I exchanged wide-eyed glances, disbelief etched on every face. Our teacher, Miss Anya, sprang into action. She locked the door, yanked down the shades, and quickly started giving orders. I need the strong boys to help me barricade the door fast. Everyone else, get to the back of the room and start texting your parents. Being a bigger kid, I joined a few others, pushing desks and a heavy bookshelf against the door. As we worked, we heard footsteps pounding down the hallway, and we all instantly ducked, our hearts hammering. Our sudden ducking sent a ripple of fear through the students huddled in the back. One girl, Chloe, started hyperventilating. We tried to calm her, but our crowding around seemed to make it worse. She began to scream at the top of her lungs, wailing, "I'm not ready to go to heaven." Ms. Anya, looking desperate, clamped a hand over Chloe's mouth and stuffed some paper in it, silently cursing at her, telling her to quiet down, or she'd put all our lives at risk. Just as we got Chloe to quiet down, shots rang out down the hall. Half of us burst into tears, while the rest desperately tried to come up with an escape plan. Ms. Anya told us about school protocols, but then she said she had her own kids to get home to and needed to make sure we all got home safely. She found something to pry open the windows, then directed us to jump into the bushes below. "I can't promise you won't break any bones," she told us, "but you will survive." The first group was just about to jump when the loudspeaker crackled again. "The lockdown drill is now over. Do not leave your classrooms." I repeat, remain in your classrooms. A collective sigh of relief filled the room, and students immediately started texting their friends, sharing what had happened. Soon a video started circulating of a masked man who had emailed a threat to a few people, saying he was going to Swiss cheese everyone in the building. But everyone recognized the voice behind the mask. It was our valedictorian. He was the one who did our morning announcements, and that very morning had told us all to have a good day. A couple of weeks later, his best friend told us the story. Our valedictorian's mother had passed away the night before our test, and he hadn't been able to study. This apparently drove him insane with grief. So, in his twisted logic, he wanted to take down a few teachers, so we'd all feel his pain and even out the playing field on the test, assuring he'd remain valedictorian.